We are back with more of My Southern Home, and I'm here with Greg and Erika Morris with Restarting Futures. And Greg, what are some of the things that people pull their credit report for?
Well, some people go to purchase a home, refinance their home, luxury items, boats, cars, things like that. Also, people don't know that employers will pull your credit to even give you a job in certain industries.
And Erika, when you pull your credit report and you find that there are some things on there that aren't supposed to be on there, or maybe you've lost your job and had some hard times, you can help someone repair their credit with just a few simple steps.
Right, that is correct. We are able to take a look at their credit reports and just look for any inaccuracies. About 80% of the population does have inaccuracies. That's where we come in and we help them get everything straightened out, get rid of any negative, any inaccuracies, anything that is incorrect, and optimize their credit.
And I want to give you guys a huge testimonial because there were some things that were fraudulent on my report, and you guys were able to take care of them right away and get them off.
Mm-hmm. A lot of people come in, we take a look at their credit bureau. We have a personalized service where we do a free consultation for someone, take a look at everything on their credit bureau, make sure it's all verifiable. By law, everything on your credit bureau needs to be verified. Certain collection companies do fraudulent activities. They buy old collections and try to collect from you. And we do a lot of steps in helping people get rid of those things on their credit bureau, in which when we remove things, the credit scores go up. Enables you to get the best interest rates when you're going to purchase any of those items we discussed earlier.
And, most of the time when you're getting ready to purchase a new house, this 6 months, sometimes a year in advance. And I feel like just seeing what was on my reports and having things on there that were not supposed to be on there, this is the first thing you should do as soon as you think, I want to buy a home next year.
Absolutely. We always let our clients know they should check their credit every 6 months, just to make sure when they do go to buy that item or, pull their credit, that they don't have any surprises come up, because that's the worst when you're sitting somewhere, you're, talking to someone, you want to purchase a car that day and they come back and they hit you with a, 12, 15% interest rate when you think you should get 3 or 4. Those are hard times, and the payment's a lot higher too. So by getting your credit fixed, you can save tens of thousands of dollars throughout the life of a loan.
And Erika, you're the point person that most people will work with when they come to Restarting Futures. What is the process for helping them?
Well, first, like he said, we do a free consultation, a free analysis of their credit reports. We look through all 3 credit bureaus, and we sit down and do a personalized program for each person. Not 2 people have the same letters, the same process, the same amount of time that we'll be working with. And from there, we may take 75 to 90 days to complete the entire process for them to really optimize and get the best scores that we can get possible for them.
And what's the average score increase?
We average about 117 points per client, which is quite a bit. So it could take you from a 600 to over 700 in certain cases, which you get a better interest rate.
When you talk about credit scores, there's a certain number that lenders look for. What's that ratio that you should be in?
Well, we love to see everybody at a 720, which is great. They go all the way up to 850, but there's different criteria for different loans. Let's say government loans, they would love you to be at 620. Sometimes they go down to 580. But a lot of them like to see it at 620. It's just an easier loan to get processed and underwritten. But there's certain things, luxury items like boats and certain things, you need to be over 700 because, when things go bad, it's usually the first thing they turn in is a boat instead of the house. So the credit scores need to be a lot higher to purchase items like that.
Erika, what are some tips on keeping your credit score high?
Definitely, like Greg mentioned, take a look at your scores every 6 months. Be very diligent about what goes on your credit report. Credit cards, keep them at a maximum amount, not going over 30%, not overspending, and really taking care of your finances in a way where you're not looking like you're spending more than what you're making. That looks great with the bureaus and with the credit scores.
So it's that debt to loan ratio that you hear so much about.
Definitely. And there's a lot of things we can help with on the credit bureaus. but I can't help you on spending. You know, we sit down, try to educate our customers on how to use credit cards, how to actually set your credit bureaus up. It's so many trade lines, so many credit revolving and installment plans, and that way we can optimize it to the fullest.
And sometimes it's the amount of credit cards that you have.
Absolutely, you know, and they really take a look at if you just really spend a lot and how they it's habit, you know, and it's what they look at. A credit score is 35% payment history. So one late payment or one collection could really bring a good score down really quick.
And it can bring it down 50 to 100 points.
Yes.
Definitely, yes. That is, a lot of people are surprised that is one of the main things, that one late payment can be 60 to 80 points, and even more than that. A collection can be even more than that. So definitely being very diligent about what you spend and what you purchase, how you purchase it, and taking care of that credit report.
And Greg, there are 3 different credit bureaus that people pull numbers from. What is the ratio of how they get that one number? Are they taking all 3 of those reports and taking a median number?
Well, no, all 3 credit bureaus have their own scores. So depending on how they rate things and what they do, they all try to have the same formula, but they really don't. So that's why sometimes you'll have 3 different scores, even though the credit bureaus look exactly the same. So they don't really have rhyme or reason how they do it. They have a formula, and we just try to go by that formula as much as we can and really just try to work with what we have there. And a lot of times we can look at a credit bureau and know exactly what's going to come off, what's going to stay, and pretty much let you know if we can get your loan ready pretty quick.
Well, thank you so much for joining us today, Greg and Erika. You've given us wonderful information.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
We'll be back with more of My Southern Home in just a moment.